Okay, so this is question 7 from the chapter 8 review. So question 7 asks to calculate the delta H of this reaction. Okay, so we got this reaction written down. It's the same reaction that is written on the review sheet. So from what we were doing in question 5, it is the same procedure. So this first equation here is what we want. So we need to rearrange these two reactions in order to get this one. So let's first look at Fe. So Fe alone. So here in reaction 1 we have Fe, and we have 2Fe, and here we have 2Fe. So we don't have to multiply this reaction by anything. And because Fe is on the left, and here is also on the left, we don't need to switch it. So reaction 1 is going to stay the same. But now we need to look at reaction 2. You can look at either element or compound. So I'm gonna look at CO2 just because it's next to the Fe. I'm so sorry. Okay, there. Okay. So CO2, so we can see CO2 here. And we also see it here. So CO2 here, it has 1 of, and here it has 3. So we can see that we need to multiply this by 3 to get these two to be the same coefficient. And now we have another problem besides that, is that CO2 here is on the right and CO2 here is on the left, so we need to switch them. Okay, so we also need to switch them and switch signs. So this -3 is not for this equation here, but for the enthalpy. So let's draw a line, and let's draw everything that we find out. Okay, so reaction 1 is going to be the same. So reaction 1, you see, is the same thing as what we got in the review sheet. And now reaction 2, if you want, you can do both steps at the same time, or you can just do one step at a time. By steps I mean if you want to multiply them by 3 or first, or you want to switch products and reactants first, it doesn't matter. It will have the same answer. So I will do one step at a time. So first I will switch them. So reactants and products switch. So if here we have CO2 as a reactant, we will, as a product, here we will have it as a reactant. And then these will be your products. CO, and I have O2. And now we'll multiply by 3. So 3 CO2, 3 CO, and 3 over 2 O2. Okay, so H, here on top, we have -283 HA. So we multiply by -3 just because we multiply everything by 3, and we just did that switch of reactants and products. So the answer for this one will be, okay, so what I got was 849 kilojoules. So now I can add them. And well, first we need to check if everything's fine. If when I multiply these two equations, I will get the first one that we wanted. I'm sorry. Okay. So let's check. So this is our reaction 2. And this is, oh my god. And this is our reaction 1. Okay. So let's see first. So CO. So just so you know, they cancel by if one is in the product side and the other one is in the reactant. So let's say this one is O2 and they have the same coefficient. This one's in the reactant side and this one is in the product. So they do cancel. And we don't have anything else to cancel with, so we are left with 2Fe plus C3CO2 yields 3CO plus Fe2O3, which is the same equation as the equation that is given in the review sheet. So we just need to add these two because we already know it is the same equation, and this will give us 28.8 kilojoules.